watching Republic.
Very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for staying with us. You are watching 6 Stories at 6 with me, Oyana Mitra. Over the next 30 minutes, I will take you through the details of those 6 stories which have dominated the headlines today. So here we go. First, the details of the CJ Roy death investigation as the family makes shocking allegations of harassment against Income Tax Department officials. Second, a new chapter in the politics of Maharashtra as Sunetra Pawar takes charge as leader of the NCP post the demise of late Deputy Chief Minister Ajit Pawar. Third, the confessions of a beggar. Hear it himself from the Prime Minister of Pakistan, how supposedly ashamed they are to ask quote-unquote allies for funds to sustain their economy. Next, we take you to ball-bound state of West Bengal, where Home Minister Amit Shah is on a 2-day visit and he has sharply taken down the Mamata Banerjee government and their model of politics. Then we take a look at the anti-terror operations that are underway in Kishtwar in Jammu and Kashmir, where 3 army jawans have also reportedly been injured in this exchange of fire. Finally, thousands take to the streets in Imphal as part of the Save Manipur rally, demanding total reinstation of law and order in the state. With that, let's get started. Our first story for the evening, viewers. A Bengaluru-based real estate tycoon known for his flamboyant lifestyle and passion for luxury cars has died by suicide, sending shockwaves across business and social circles. Confident Group chairman CJ Roy, 57 years old, he allegedly shot himself at his Bengaluru office on Friday while income tax searches were underway. Now, a day before his death, the IT department had conducted raids on companies linked to him, reportedly uncovering assets disproportionate to his known sources of income. Meanwhile, the family of CJ Roy has now come out and alleged harassment by income tax officials after the searches. And this harassment, they claim, has not begun now. It has been going on for a month. Here's everything that we know about the case so far.
The sudden demise of real estate tycoon, Confident Group founder CJ Roy has raised eyebrows. He was found dead on Friday at his office in central Bengaluru.
This is the outside of the office where we can clearly show that he was an entrepreneur, not only limited to real estate, but also he had the entertainment event and mega movies and events. He had various other companies registered in various other names under his radar. And this particular door has been locked as of now after the Ashoknagar police have collected enough number of samples and proofs which were present when he killed himself the previous day. Not to forget Dr. CJ Roy, who was from Kerala, who was an employee of a Fortune 500 company, who later started new venture in his own hands. And he also believed that the fact that one shouldn't dream small and one should always dream big. And he also pressed on the fact that the dreams will come true one day.
The 57-year-old was found with bullet injuries shortly after raids were conducted at his office by IT officials. A complaint letter assessed by Republic traces the final hours. The letter mentions how instructions were issued to not let anyone into Roy's cabin shortly after his meeting with income tax sleuths. When repeated knocks went unanswered, the door was forced open, only to find him blood-soaked and dead. The family has claimed months of harassment.
ಇಲ್ಲ ನನಗೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು 10:40ಕ್ಕೆ ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ 2 ಸತಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಅಷ್ಟು ಬಿಟ್ಟರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಏನು ಮಾತಾಡಿಲ್ಲ
ಸರ್ ಏನೋ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಾ ಹರಾಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಆ ಥರ ಏನಾದರೂ
ಐಟಿ ಆಫೀಸರ್ಸ್ ಹರಾಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ನನಗೆ 3 ದಿವಸದಿಂದ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ 1 ತಿಂಗಳಿಂದ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ 1 ತಿಂಗಳಿಂದ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಹೌದು ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಅದು ಡಿಸೆಂಬರ್ 3ನೇ ತಾರೀಕಿಂದ 6ನೇ ತಾರೀಕುವರೆಗೆ ಇದ್ದರು ಅವರು ಡಾಕ್ಯುಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಮೊನ್ನೆ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟಿಗೇಷನ್ಗೆ ಅಂತ ಕರೆಸ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಆಗ ಏನು ಟೆನ್ಷನ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅವರು ಯಾರವರು ಮಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಪ್ರಸಾದ್ ಅಂತ IRS ಅಡಿಷನಲ್ ಕಮಿಷನರ್ ಆಫ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಕೊಚ್ಚಿ ಅವರಿದ್ದರು ಏನು ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ರು ಅಂತ ನಂಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು ಏನು ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಆಯಿತು. ನನ್ನ ಹತ್ರ ಮೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು ನಾನು ಹೋಗೋ ಮುಂಚೆ ಮೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಯಾವ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ? ಇಲ್ಲ ಬೇರೆ ಯಾವ ಥ್ರೆಟ್ಟು ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಸಾಲ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಥ್ರೆಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಎನಿಮೀಸ್ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ.
Even as these allegations surface, a report has been submitted to the MHA that rules out exertion of pressure. The Karnataka government has ordered a high-level investigation into the case. Further details into the case are awaited, as the case might get transferred to CID due to the sensitive nature of cause.
Our viewers, in Maharashtra's fast-changing political landscape, the Nationalist Congress Party has moved quickly to ensure continuity after the sudden loss of Ajit Pawar. The NCP has now chosen a new face to lead its legislature party. Rajya Sabha MP Sunetra Pawar, also the wife of late Ajit Pawar, has been unanimously elected as the party's legislature party leader and has taken oath as the Deputy Chief Minister of Maharashtra. What does it mean for the alliance, for the party and for the future of Maharashtra's politics? Take a look.
मी सुनेत्रा अजित पवार गांभीर्यपूर्वक प्रतिज्ञा करते की
A moment of transition and a test of political stability for the Nationalist Congress Party in Maharashtra. Days after the tragic death of senior leader Ajit Pawar, the NCP acted swiftly, naming Sunetra Pawar as its legislature party leader, clearing the path for her to take charge as Deputy Chief Minister of Maharashtra. The decision comes in the immediate aftermath of the legislative elections, with the party keen to project unity, continuity, and calm amid a sudden leadership vacuum. The call was taken at a crucial meeting at Mumbai's Vidhan Bhavan, attended by senior party leadership, including Working President Praful Patel and State Chief Sunil Tatkare. Following the meeting, the party resolved to formally communicate its decision to the Chief Minister, paving the way for Sunetra Pawar's induction into the state cabinet. A sitting Rajya Sabha MP, Sunetra Pawar, has resigned from the upper house ahead of her oath-taking ceremony. Party leaders described the decision as unanimous, driven by consensus within the legislature party and public sentiment in the wake of Ajit Pawar's untimely passing. Beyond electoral politics, Sunetra Pawar brings with her a reputation for social and environmental work, having led initiatives on sustainability, water conservation, and rural empowerment through the Environmental Forum of India. Sunetra Pawar's elevation signals not just a change in leadership, but the NCP's effort to steady the ship as Maharashtra's new political chapter unfolds.
And viewers, up next, hear it from the head of a broke nation. Pakistan's Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif has openly admitted to begging for financial help. He has said that him and his army chief, Field Marshal Asim Munir, had to bow their heads to secure loans. Now, in a rare confession, Shehbaz Sharif has told top exporters that the country's foreign exchange reserves have improved, but at the cost of self-respect. Shehbaz has admitted that they feel ashamed when they go around the world begging for money, essentially exposing the shameful choices that Pakistan faces due to its economic crisis. Take a look.
आप जानते हैं कि जो कर्ज लेने जाता है उसका सर झुका हुआ होता है और फिर उसके बाद जो ऑब्लिगेशंस आती हैं वो आपको उसका अच्छी तरह इल्म है। मैं यहाँ पर बग़ैर किसी लगी लपटी के आपको बताना चाहता हूँ कि मैं भी और ख़ामोशी के साथ फील्ड मार्शल हम कई ममालिक में गए और उनसे कहा कि IMF का प्रोग्राम है, ये हमारा एक्सटर्नल गैप है, आप इतने बिलियन डॉलर्स दे दें, आप इतने बिलियन डॉलर्स दे दें।
An open admission by Pakistan's PM Shehbaz Sharif. admitting that he and the country's army chief, Field Marshal Asim Munir, had to travel to nations to beg for financial help. The rare confession came during his address to top Pakistani exporters in Islamabad. Shehbaz elaborated how embarrassingly he and Asim Munir have had to compromise to seek help desperately.
इस वक्त सूरत हाल ये है कि तीसरा इशारिया मैं आपको ये बताना चाहता हूँ कि हमारे जो रिजर्व्स हैं फॉरेन एक्सचेंज के, वो उस वक्त से अगर आप उसका मुकाबला करें तो ऑलमोस्ट डबल हो चुके हैं अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह। लेकिन इसमें दोस्त ममालिक के कर्ज़े शामिल हैं और मैं आपको किस तरह ये बात बताऊं कि किस तरीके से हमने उन दोस्त ममालिक को जाकर कर्ज़े लेने के लिए उनके दरख्वास्तें दी और उन दोस्त ममालिक ने हमें मायूस नहीं किया। लेकिन आप जानते हैं कि जो कर्ज़ लेने जाता है उसका सर झुका हुआ होता है और फिर उसके बाद जो ऑब्लिगेशंस आती हैं वो आपको उसका अच्छी तरह इल्म है। मैं यहाँ पर बग़ैर किसी लगी लपटी के आपको बताना चाहता हूँ कि मैं भी और ख़ामोशी के साथ फील्ड मार्शल हम कई ममालिक में गए और उनसे कहा कि IMF का प्रोग्राम है, ये हमारा एक्सटर्नल गैप है, आप इतने बिलियन डॉलर्स दे दें, आप इतने बिलियन डॉलर्स दे दें। मैं उन ममालिक का, उन दोस्त ममालिक का बेहद शुक्रगुज़ार हूँ कि जिन्होंने हमारी पजीराई की। लेकिन आप जानते हैं कि जब कोई किसी से मांगने जाता है तो अपनी इज़्ज़त नफ्स के ऊपर वो उसकी कीमत उसको चुकानी पड़ती है, कॉम्प्रोमाइज़ करना पड़ता है।
Pakistan's worsening financial condition is not new to the world, but Shehbaz's shameless confession now further blows the matter away.
Pakistan has become an embarrassment to the Islamic community, and this mad mullah Pinjrewali Munni Bai, who claims to be a Kheti marshal, I think field in Hindi means Kheti. This Kheti marshal is totally useless, unable to do anything. So this acknowledgement is also meant for the people of his country that look guys, whatever the Kheti marshal is saying, we'll do this, we'll do that, we'll bring heaven on earth, that is not true.
Pakistan recently received 1.2 billion from the IMF as part of its ongoing loan program and a separate climate-related financing plan. Earlier in September 2024, the IMF approved a $7 billion bailout for Pakistan under its Extended Fund Facility. The funding has helped Pakistan repay debt and build up its foreign reserves. Much of Pakistan's recent external assistance has come from nations including China, Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, and Qatar in the form of loans, deposits, and deferred payments.
It's not a confession, but it's a strategic admission by Shehbaz Sharif that yes, the Pakistan's economy is in shambles, and once how the Field Marshal and how Shehbaz Sharif have been literally going out to all their investors and literally not even requesting but begging for money and explaining to them why they need it and why are they not able to clear their previous bailout packages and why are they not able to do it properly is the answer that they have not answered to the public yet.
Pakistan's economic challenges have deepened sharply in recent years. Reportedly, as of March 2025, the country's total public debt has crossed 76,000 billion rupees, nearly doubling in just 4 years. While these packages have offered temporary relief, Sharif's remarks underline a growing realization within Pakistan's leadership that borrowing can no longer be a permanent solution.
Viewers, on to West Bengal, where Union Home Minister Amit Shah today launched a sharp attack on the Trinamool Congress government at a BJP workers' meet in Barakpur in North 24 Parganas, accusing the government of corruption, of administrative failure and compromising national security. Highlighting the BJP's growth in the state of West Bengal, which is poll-bound, Amit Shah said that the party aims to raise its vote share from 38 to 45% in the coming elections. The highlights from the Amit Shah speech for you.
मां, माटी और मानुष का नारा देकर ममता बनर्जी सत्ता में आई। यहां पर मां असुरक्षित, महिलाओं की सुरक्षा का कोई ठोर ठिकाना नहीं। माटी, भूमि घुसपैठिए हजम कर गए हैं और मानुष ममता की सिंडिकेट से परेशान। आज 25 लोग मारे गए, 27 लोग लापता है। मैं ममता जी को पूछना चाहता हूं, अगर ये घुसपैठिए होते तो आपका रिएक्शन ऐसा ही होता क्या? अरे बंगाल के नागरिक मारे गए हैं, इसमें वोट बैंक की पॉलिटिक्स क्या कर रही हो ममता जी? आपको शर्म आनी चाहिए, शर्म आनी चाहिए। मैं आपको बताता हूं, 2014 में हमें सिर्फ 2 सीट मिली थी। 2019 में 41% वोट और 18 सीटें मिली। 2024 में 39% वोट मिला है और 2021 की विधानसभा में 38% वोट और 77 सीटें लेकर शुभेंदु अधिकारी हमारे विपक्ष के नेता बने हुए। विपक्ष के नेता ममता दीदी, अब हमें तो 38% से 45% का जंप लगाना है। आप एक बार देखना, भारतीय जनता पार्टी का वोट शेयर 50% से ज्यादा होने वाला है और प्रचंड बहुमत से हमारी सरकार बनने वाली है। वंदे मातरम। नरेंद्र मोदी जी की सरकार ने वंदे मातरम के 150 साल पूरे देश भर में मनाने का निर्णय किया है। ये फिर से एक बार बंगाल से उठा हुआ वंदे मातरम का नारा कश्मीर से कन्याकुमारी और गुजरात से बंगाल तक पहुंचाने का निर्णय हमारे नेता नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने किया है। नरेंद्र मोदी जी।
All right, viewers, in Jammu and Kashmir, the hunt is back on in Kishtawar. The Indian Army's White Knight Corps, along with Jammu and Kashmir Police and the CRPF, have once again locked onto Jaish-e-Mohammed terrorists hiding deep inside the forests in the Singhpora area of Kishtawar. Operations are underway as we speak, as forces tighten the cordon in hostile terrain. Here's the latest from Ground Zero.
Dense forests, steep slopes, and a familiar background in Jammu and Kashmir's Kishtawar. In the early hours of Saturday, Indian Army's White Knight Corps, in coordination with J&K Police and CRPF, re-established contact with Jaish-e-Mohammed terrorists hiding in the Chatru region.
Encounter broke out between terrorists and the security forces in the upper reaches of the Chatru in the Kishtwar district. This was for the fourth time that the same Jaish-e-Mohammed group has been intercepted by the security forces and contact has been established. It is believed to be the same group of Jaish-e-Mohammed that has infiltrated in Jammu and Kashmir in 2023-24 and has been active in the area. Sources say that Saifullah, the top commander, is also among those who have been trapped by the security forces and operation is underway.
The joint operation follows specific intelligence inputs pointing to the terrorists' fresh movement in the Dolgam area. Terrorists who have been evading capture since the deadly January 18 encounter. That encounter had turned tragic when terrorists positioned at higher altitude opened fire on a search party, killing Special Forces Havildar Gajendra Singh and injuring 8 others. Since then, security forces have been tracking the group, managing to make contact twice earlier this month. But the terrorists slipped away, using the dense forest cover to their advantage. This time, forces have tightened the noose. A multi-layered cordon has been established from all sides, with troops pushing deeper into the forest belt as the operation continues. The renewed firefight comes a day after mobile internet services were temporarily suspended in Chhatru, a preventive measure to block terror communications and maintain security. Chhatru has remained a known terror base for Jaish over the past 2 years. Just last year, braving snow-covered terrain and harsh weather, security forces eliminated 3 terrorists here. As operations continue, forces remain on high alert, determined to neutralize the threat and restore peace in this volatile pocket of Kishtwar.
And finally, viewers, on to the big story from Imphal in Manipur, where thousands took to the streets for a Kokomi-led rally titled Save Manipur. The mobilization comes amid prolonged unrest, deep political uncertainty and nearly a year of president's rule in the state. Complete details of the rally for you.
A sea of people in Imphal this morning. From early hours, men, women and elderly residents began converging at Tidim ground, many walking in groups, others arriving with banners and placards. By 11 a.m., thousands gathered under the banner of the Coordinating Committee on Manipur Integrity or Kokomi for a mass rally themed Manipur Kanba Kongchat, meaning Save Manipur. Local clubs, Mira Paibis, students, student bodies and volunteers joined the march in large numbers.
People of Manipur has now understood and realized that the ongoing crisis in the state of Manipur is completely a design of the government of India, and now it is time for the government of India to change its policy of waging proxy war against the people of Manipur using these Chinkuki narco-terrorist groups, which they have been mobilizing since 2008 in the name of a very deceitful agreement called Suspension of Operation Agreement. They have also failed to address the gross human rights violations of the people of Manipur for over 2.5 years.
The rally is rooted in deep public anger and fatigue. Manipur has witnessed months of violence, ethnic tension, displacement and instability, severely disrupting daily life and livelihoods.
अचानक कुकी टेररिस्ट लोग ने हमला करके हम लोग का घर बार सब जला चुका है। हम लोग अभी इम्फाल का रिलीफ कैंप में हैं। अभी आज का जो रैली जो निकलने के लिए अभी जो कर रहा है, सरकार के द्वारा दिसंबर तक के अंदर में आईडीपी से जो आईडीपी है उसको तीन हिस्सा में वो लोग घर भेजने के लिए कोशिश किया था। फिर भी सरकार का जो घर वापसी जो करना था वो नहीं कर पाया। फिर अभी थोड़ा मोड़ा जो जाने के लिए शुरू किया था उसमें से फिर टेररिस्ट कुकी लोग ने फिर गोली मारा, बम फटा। इसकी वजह से अभी सरकार के द्वारा अभी कुछ भी एक्शन नहीं ले रहा है।
The rally began at Tidim ground, Kwakethel, moved along Tidim road and concluded at Thau ground, Thang Meband. Adding weight to the protest, petrol pumps across Manipur was shut today. The Manipur Petroleum Dealers Fraternity announced full and unconditional support to the rally. Manipur has been under president's rule since February 13, 2025, with no elected government in place. Despite central administration, peace has remained fragile, a key grievance driving today's mobilization.
Yes, exactly, sir. The frontmost line have already reached the destination point. There is the Thamgaban ground, and yes, still on the ground. I will show you the background here, sir. And the participant, the number of participants is not in thousands, it's in lakhs. And yes, even though the frontmost line have reached its destination point, still the last ending point is still at the starting area. The last point, the last line is still at the starting area. It means that the number of crowd, the number of people is huge, and it is beyond expectation of this rally. And as you can see in the background also, there are a huge number of people gathered and in the ground already.
Heavy security arrangements were in place. Senior security officials monitored the situation as the march passed through key areas of the city. The rally comes as President's rule in Manipur approaches the 1-year mark. In recent months, senior central BJP leaders have held multiple meetings with the MLAs, including those from the Kuki-Zo community, to explore the possibility of forming a popular government. But tensions flared again recently after some Kuki-Zo houses were set ablaze in Kangpokpi district, casting a shadow over any immediate move to restore an elected government. For those on the streets, this rally is a message that prolonged central rule has not delivered peace, and decisive political and security solutions are now being demanded.
Our pure